Hello, Gemini Nation. Welcome to your 7-day forecast with Angelic Ascensions. I hope all is genuinely well. This may be a reading that may resonate with you if you happen to have Gemini in your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus dominant in your natal chart, or if you happen to be cross-watching for someone from the Gemini Nation, you might find some details in this reading that may resonate for you. There are a few things that I would like for you to keep in the back of your mind as you listen to this reading. Gemini, not everything mentioned in this reading is going to apply directly to something that's going to be playing out in your situation. Listen to this with an open mind. Be flexible. Understand that even though I'm calling this a 7-day forecast, not everything happens at the exact same time for everyone involved. Please avoid making any rash decisions or jumping to any conclusions based on what you hear from a general reading. Channel messages begin now. Those of you who are watching this on the replay can bypass the reading. The timestamp will be below. Channel messages, the song Daniel by Elton John, Pot on Fire, Celsius, Shamrock, How's My Driving, You Can't See Me, California Sun, Honoring Our Veterans, First Responders. Yes, this might mean first responders such as like the ambulance, the fire department, but we're talking about social media. So these are the people that when you post your video, they're going to be the first people to click on, but they're really enemies. Swift and Quick, Belle Biv DeVoe, Patricia, the last name Schneider, guest parking in their apartment complex, renewal documents at the DMV. Don't forget to pick one up at the store this week. You're being monitored by CCTV. If you see suspicious activity, report. California Sun. Their name is Quick. Thirsty for attention. Open carry law / rules apply here. Target practice. Extra mile. The names Haven, Maven, or Raven. Pour some sugar on me. Deep cuts. Yamaya. Briggs. 45. Nexus. Garfield. Accelerated. Let's dive into this, Gemini. Let's see what's playing out for you over the next 7 days. You're obviously dealing with a Libra. Sun, Moon, or Rising. There's going to be a relevant conversation that's coming in this week, possibly with a family member. This could be your grandparent, your cousin, your brother, your aunt. It could be relevant in your situation. Family is going to be playing a significant role. Where are we? October? Maybe you're having a party. I'm not sure. Maybe this is family members that are going to be invited. Taurus plays a significant role, as well as Aries. Someone could possibly be Taurus, Aries cusp, or Pisces, Aries cusp. In your situation, I'm also seeing a Capricorn in your reading, and I'm also seeing a friend. There might be a friend. Friend? I think this is a friend to me. This might be a friend that might be posing as a friend, but really, they're not. So you might be on the lookout for that. This Libra continues to show up again and again. So maybe there's a Libra in your life with that sort of description where they show up again and again. This Libra might be someone that you have frustration with, or this Libra could possibly be going through some stressful times in their life. You're going to be overcoming some obstacles and some limitations this week, Gemini. You might be having conflict with someone, or there could be someone that could possibly be disrupting things in your energy, okay? Someone's coming in with a big disruption. They know they're disrupting the situation. They're well aware of this, and let's dive in and let's see what the heck this is, because I see somebody trying to compete with you. Yes, precisely. Distraction. Somebody is coming in. This drama queen is coming in to throw distractions your way, or distractions in a particular situation, possibly throw off the chemistry to something that's going on with a particular relationship that you're in right now. Whether this is a family relationship, whether this individual is male, female, or they identify somewhere in between. But I think that some of you are in love with someone who is in a relationship. Let's see. Some of you, this is somebody that maybe you're in no contact with. Maybe you haven't been in a while. Retrograde. Not sure what planet is in retrograde at this time. So let's look it up. When is Mercury retrograde? It might take a little bit of time. Give me 1 second. Mercury retrograde. Is that going on now? Is that anytime soon? It's in November. It's coming up. In November, Mercury is in retrograde. So if you're dealing with Sag, and I did mention Capricorn, this could be like a November Capricorn, or someone could be Sag Capricorn cusp. Maybe this is a friend of yours. But yeah, I think somebody might be coming back. So this drama queen, chances are, this is somebody you've already experienced as a distraction. Because for some reason, the distraction for your partnership, a distraction for a relationship in your life. I was telling you, somebody's coming in to cause stress, disrupt the situation. It's this person, for some of you. Let's pull this together. What is going on? I was telling you that somebody is in love with someone who is in a relationship already. So sound is working. You can't hear me. Okay. Yep. This person is coming in on the low. This drama queen, they're coming in with some tricks up their sleeve. Gemini. Longing for someone, undesired separation, pining. Chances are, this is somebody that can't move on. Third party situation for some of you. Is that baby? Some of you could be experiencing a pregnancy. This is Yamaya. Some of you, maybe you feel called to go to the ocean. Some of you are parents. Some of you might be feeling discouraged about some things in your life right now, and Spirit is saying keep going. Okay, because you're definitely going to get to the other side of your situation in time. There's something about water though, water energy. Some of you could possibly, this is Gemini, maybe you're cusped by the zodiac sign of Cancer. You have Cancer in your moon sign. Pisces, the Hanged Man, Pisces. You're dealing with a Pisces, or this is possibly somebody on the Pisces cusp. I'm trying to see exactly what the heck is going on. This person is coming in trying to cause drama, trying to stir some stuff up for you. Pay attention to the subtleties. Look with new eyes. There are signs and omens everywhere. Awareness. Spirit is bringing something into your awareness. You got the Seven of Swords right beneath that. As if somebody, like I said, is trying to come in, kind of swoop in the situation. Maybe without your awareness. But the thing is, you already know. Lovers. So somebody is sleeping with you're a snake. You know that came out in Pisces? And you have Pisces right here. You might want to go watch the Pisces reading. It may resonate for you in some sort of way. You might have, Pisces usually comes out for Gemini. You're seeing a lot of repeating numbers as well. Gemini. Yeah, you got some sneaky sort of situation, some stalking going on in your situation. Somebody is stalking you. It looks like somebody has the intention of confronting you. Or maybe there's someone you want to confront. But either way, it looks like somebody is coming back. Spirit guys, why is someone trying to return to be a nuisance? Spirit guys, why is someone returning? Burnt away the past. Resilience. Maybe this is someone from their past. Because maybe somebody that you're dealing with. Somebody's very resilient. They just keep popping up over and over again. But why? Spirit, let's see. Why is this? Why is somebody stalking you? Because somebody needs to make a decision. What reading did I do? Capricorn. You got Capricorn here? I didn't lay them all out, but I don't see Capricorn yet. No, what am I talking about? I mentioned Capricorn. I did say somebody could possibly be a November Capricorn. Capricorn is not in November. What am I talking about? If I said Capricorn referring to November, my apologies. Obviously, I'm talking about Scorpio and Sagittarius for November. Yeah, where'd it go? Are you dizzy? Have you lost your key? Whatever you choose will be correct. So somebody might want you to choose them. Okay, let's make it clear. Somebody can't move on. There's been conflict, possibly within a third party situation. And this would be someone on the outside, unless this is a family member that's stalking your relationship, or maybe this stalking situation has nothing to do with family, but we're going to see. Oh, see, I just have a feeling this person is stirring up drama. They're likely the one stalking. Especially if this is someone trying to find a backdoor into your situation, like, because I did tell you, this is somebody that is in love with someone who is in a relationship. And I think that things are shifted. I think you know who this person is, chances are, because it seems like maybe they were on your good radar. They at one time received positive attention from you, and now it seems like they receive the opposite from you right now. Why? Somebody is looking into your situation. Why is somebody stalking? Because they want to go run and tell whatever they find to somebody else. There's a whole bunch of gossip in the background. And while somebody is gossiping, best believe somebody is assassinating your character. Somebody is saying some negative things about you, possibly trying to influence maybe the person that you're dealing with. Yeah, Spirit says this is somebody that somebody cut off. This could be a friend that you cut off. And they're still stalking. They're still watching. The Hermit Virgo is relevant in your situation. So, you know, the Virgo Sun, Moon, or Rising. Some of you, maybe this is somebody you met through work. Some of you could possibly be connecting to someone that you would meet through work or school. Temperance, Sagittarius. Leo shows up. Yes, it's telling me somebody is coming back. Somebody that maybe you had a negative experience with. So again, I think you know who this drama queen is. There's some secrets on this situation. So I mentioned to you, there's some gossip. Gemini, some of this gossip might get back to you. Like you might overhear something. No, wait a minute. What am I talking about? Awareness. You already know. Or you're becoming aware of something this week, some sort of secret. Spirit, what is the secret in the situation? This is so similar to Capricorn. Somebody might be talking to somebody secretly. I say Virgo is showing up in everybody's reading. If you haven't watched the All Signs and you want to tune in, Virgo popped up in everybody's reading. And of course, you're not going to have Virgo in the reading without Leo. Leo always shows up when Virgo is present. They're right next to one another in the reading. So it could be a Leo Virgo cusp. Somebody is walking on. Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Somebody has Earth in their chart. Okay. Somebody does have a decision to make. Somebody might be quite confused about what decision is the best decision to make in the situation. Somebody can't move on. Somebody's not ready to move on from you or move on from this situation. Some of you have a child with someone. Maybe you're spending time with your kids. Grandchildren possibly. Or like I said, maybe this is an uncle, a cousin, you're an older cousin. I'm not sure, family members, but this could definitely be a parent-child situation. Somebody views your child or this family member of yours as competition for your time. What do they want? Once again, Queen of Pentacles, somebody wants to talk to you. Who wants to talk to you is this King of Wands, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. This might be somebody that you have history with. Maybe you go way back with this person. I think this is causing somebody to think somebody is feeling a bit stuck. They're not sure what decision to make. Someone's feeling confused. But rather than state their confusion, they got this quiet confusion going on. So maybe that's what this dizziness is about. Maybe you're feeling dizzy. You're going back and forth. You're feeling confused about what somebody wants. Because it seems like one minute they want one thing, the next minute they want another, and you don't know what the heck is going on. I see fighting. I see a misunderstanding between you and someone. Or this is possibly, as I mentioned to you at the top of the reading, the history that you have with someone. Conflict. Maybe this could have even come to blows, because I was telling you something could possibly lead to physical violence, unless this is just, once again, the way that you deal with, this is your normal interaction with someone. Since we're talking about November, this might be when this happens, around the holidays. So maybe that's when this volatile individual tries to show up. And yes, once again, Spirit is saying this person is a snake. I was mentioning to you there's gossip. It's going on in the background. Somebody is forming a web of lies. Maybe trying to get other people to believe or buy into these lies that are going on in the background. Somebody is deceptive. They're shady. Gemini. What do they want from you, though? Somebody, yeah, you dealt with this person before. This drama queen, this is somebody that crossed the line with you. And they trying to do this again. Gemini. Yeah, this might have been someone that you haven't seen in a minute. Maybe they've been off the scene. They've been MIA. This must be an ex of theirs or an ex-friend or family member that's kind of, like I said, they kind of fell off. You sing, Gemini? Yeah, somebody's been looking back on the situation. Somebody has regrets about how something went down. So if you have deliberately cut somebody off, Gemini or cross-watcher, somebody still has toxic ties to the situation. This is why somebody can't move on. Somebody is toxic. And Gemini, this person is a stalker. Anything you post, they're watching it. And I say that first responder, you post something, this is the first person to click on your content. So you're on their mind, you're on their radar, Gemini. Chances are that because the reading can be reversed, it could be you could be thinking about this person. Yeah, I think there's somebody you wish would delete somebody out of their phone. Or this is somebody that is talking to somebody on the low, right? Because somebody is still in contact with someone, Gemini, and maybe they're deleting their messages so that maybe it doesn't cause friction between you and them. Maybe they don't want you to know. Okay? Remember, Seven of Swords is here twice. Yeah. And so I think that that's what this deleting is about. Why you're doing something behind your back, because I did mention to you their secrets, and the secret, like I said, is the fact that they're still communicating with this person. And like I said, you don't know, but now you're aware of it. Or maybe there's something that you see. Maybe you see it with your own two eyes, or maybe this is intuitively. There's something that you see. This is something that Spirit is bringing to you so that you now know. Okay, it could be in meditation that you see this answer. It could be in a dream. Possibly it could be something that you're coming across online. you're seeing something. Okay, somebody's definitely deleting their footprints. Like, they don't want you to see what the heck they're doing. That's for sure. So yeah, I think you are in a state of confusion right now, or somebody else is within your equation. So like I said, if you had conflict with someone, somebody is in a state of regret about this. There's somebody that's ready to move on from this. So maybe it's the drama that somebody is waiting to move on from. There is a message that's coming through. It could possibly be in the form of a text. So it could be said on social media. Somebody's getting in contact with someone. Like I said, maybe it's yeah, companionship. No, spirit guides are saying no. Somebody wants companionship. That's what they're seeking. So yeah, this looks like it's more so a third party situation than it is a like any other dynamic. So with this communication that comes in, this gives you the opportunity to speak from the heart. There's something that maybe you want to say, especially Gemini or Crosswatcher, if you're having regrets about the way that something occurred in the past. It seems like it gives you the opportunity to speak your mind about what you've been thinking and feeling. And maybe that's the issue. Maybe is that you want to have the freedom to do so. You want to be able to speak freely. You don't want to be censored. You don't want to feel like you have to kind of tone it down. It seems like there's something that you want to say, but maybe you're not sure how to say it. I see someone who's kind of giving up, giving in the towel, throwing in the towel when it comes to something here. Someone could possibly be going through a divorce. If it's not a divorce on paper, we're going to call it a separation. Some of you are separated from family members, possibly children. It could be due to a breakup. So let's see. There's a lot of anger. So there's somebody that's coming back. They're going to make it seem as though they don't have any sort of agenda. It's up to you if you want to believe that. Like we talked about. They're going to paint this picture like they come in peace. But they really come with their normal, you know what I mean? Their normal interaction that you have with them. I don't know. Maybe it's a general reading. Someone could possibly come in peace. But like I said, you already kind of know. They've already set the tone. And what do they want? Gemini. Mr. card here says jealousy. So that's what I mean. If this is a friend, this ain't your friend. So wolf in sheep's clothing. What is somebody coming to do? Oh, there's a few things coming that they're coming to do. Somebody's hunting you down. I did say you have a spy. Yes. So maybe somebody's trying to get more information. I told you somebody's trying to gather some information about you so they can go run and tell it. That seems like that's somebody's motive. Somebody in your energy, Gemini, I can't tell you what to do with your life, nor am I trying to. But at the same time, somebody is a no. They're a hell no. Like, their intentions are not pure. They have every bit of an agenda in coming to you. It's like they want to confront you about something. It's like they're coming to you saying they want to give you some advice, but it seems like there's a weird undertone to this advice, or a weird undertone to something that they're saying. There's somebody that's coming to you, they're withholding information from you. This could be anyone that's in your energy. They're going to come to you with this apology. Like I said, it's on you. If you want to believe what this person has to say, Spirit is saying, no, you're not. So this is possibly for some of you, somebody that's trying to reconnect with you. Maybe this is someone's final approach to maybe see what's up with you? Do you feel the same? Is there this separation that you don't want? Like, they want to see if you're on the same page. This is a lover, okay? This is possibly an ex that's in the picture that comes back. Because it seems like maybe this person has been still for a minute. You see this Aquarius here? Somebody is possibly Aquarius. Yeah, spirit guides are saying no. There is definitely someone trying to disguise a motive. Or this is someone possibly watching your socials in disguise, like under a fake profile. This sort of thing. Something about this is just off, is weird. And maybe that's what this is. Maybe by the conclusion of this, there's somebody that you thought you could be trusting of, and it seems like you like, forget it. I don't want to deal with this person anymore. Maybe you're deleting their number. But yeah, this person is lingering in your energy this week. Oh, is there a charger here? Or this is possibly somebody playing in your energy. Not possibly. It's obvious that that's what they're trying to do. Give me one quick second, Gemini. To be honest with you, yeah, that's what it seems like they're trying to be. Like, intentionally, they're trying to be a distraction to your situation, to whatever it is that you have going on. I don't know. Some of you, Geminis, it looks like you have a court situation. There's a possibility that, so they might be coming to a conclusion for you as far as court is concerned. Yes. So you might possibly be receiving communication through the court system, or this is you in court, and this is where the drama is. I don't know, you're getting a divorce from someone. I haven't quite figured it out. But what I will say, random side note, Gemini or cross watcher, you could possibly be nauseous. You could possibly be having bouts of nausea. So there might be going on with your stomach, especially your digestive tract. Something's possibly going on there. Some of you might have an affiliation with the, my mouth wants to say the army, but the military. Maybe specifically the army. Somebody could possibly be a veteran, or they could be on active duty. You're going to help with something. So if this is court, Gemini, for cross-watcher, you're going to court possibly. You're going to small claims court. What's going on in court for Gemini Nation Spirit Guides? Seems like maybe you're trying to get help with something, Gemini, but maybe you feel blocked. From the resources that you need. What do you mean what happened? Oh, okay. Court. You moving? Selling your house? Looking for a new place? Because it looks like something might be going on with your landlord. Maybe you're taking your landlord to court. Gemini. Spirit guides, what's going on? You're lighting some candles on your situation, it looks like. Yeah, you're feeling confused. Maybe you're feeling confused about your living situation. Okay, because like I said, it looks like maybe you are in search of help. Some sort of assistance. Unless this is someone possibly coming to assist you, this might be, it might be necessary for you to ask for help with something that's going on this week, Gemini. Let's see what's going on with your money. Because it seems like that's what's kind of tied up is your financial situation. With whatever is going on with your finances, Gemini, your spirit guides say patience is going to take you a long way this week. You're going to have to be patient. So whatever the funds, if this has something to do with your money, it seems like you're going to be able to gather together the funds that you need, possibly through the hands of someone else. Because it does look like when it comes to your income, it's on its last leg. Like something happened when it came to your money. I'm just charging. Like you're barely skating by, it looks like. But it seems like your spirit guides are saying, be patient. There's going to be a solution to your situation that's upcoming that you might not see. There might be a financial blessing, Gemini or cross watcher, that might come through the hands of someone else. That's what this just looks like to me. Okay, yeah. So things are getting ready to change for you, Gemini. Your guys are saying, be patient. The help that you need is on its way. So you guys are saying, keep going. Keep pushing. There's going to be a change to your situation, because it looks like if we're talking about someone's living situation, there could be someone that could maybe somebody doesn't have a steady place to live, or someone could possibly be concerned about this, or concerned about someone that is in this situation. When it comes to your finances, Gemini or cross watcher, your spirit guides are saying joy and increase. So it seems like something may change when it comes to your financial situation, or something having to do with your work right now. Let's see what's actually going on with your work. It seems like what you're distracted by is this legal situation. Maybe that's affecting your work in some sort of way. This week, maybe there's difficulty. Maybe at the beginning of the week, or maybe since the beginning of the month, you've been having some difficult. I think that's financially. Maybe you had some difficulty at the beginning of the month. But maybe, truthfully, maybe there have been some issues that you've been running into with work. Since we're talking about distractions and all, and we're talking about drama and such, that sort of thing. This stalker could possibly be somebody that you're working with, and this drama queen could possibly be the gossip in your situation. Somebody that's trying to stir up all kinds of drama for you. Some of you do work in the spiritual profession. Some of you are possibly business owners, or some of you maybe have an aspiration to be that, but maybe you're not feeling quite confident about that at this time. Some of you, I'm not talking to Capricorn, but for some reason I'm hearing Capricorn. Some of you might have Capricorn placements, but maybe the Capricorn is the ish starter in your situation. Random side note, maybe you're seeing a lot of owls, or maybe the owl could be relevant to you in some sort of way. Somebody's doing magic. Either you do magic, you make potions or this sort of thing, Gemini, or somebody's definitely cooking up a scheme when it comes to you. This would definitely be in the work setting. Spirit guys, showing what's going on with the Gemini Nation for the next 7 days. We're going to uncover anything that's hidden in your situation, as we always do. Some of you possibly work in real estate. Maybe you're purchasing a house. We did talk about that. You're house hunting. You could possibly be selling. Okay, so maybe there's a deal that you're making. You might be closing on a house. And maybe this is what increases your income, is if you happen to work in real estate or that sort of thing. So it looks like there's some success coming in, but for some of you, it seems like Gemini, maybe you're looking for something else. Maybe there's a job that you have that maybe you're obviously don't like this job. Either you don't like the job, or there's aspects of the job that you don't like. Maybe it's people on the job, or maybe a bit of a headache for you. Maybe you aren't actually having headaches. Something's going on with your dreams too. I think you're distracted this week at work. As I mentioned to you, it's regarding something that's looming over your head. And for you, like I said, I'm saying it again, I think it might possibly be this legal situation, but for some of you, it's your relationship that you have with someone, whether it's romantic or platonic. Some of you, what is going on? Let me see if I can get a clearer picture of what's going on at work for you. Some of you might work with the person that you love. or that you care about, or this is who you're distracted by. This is why your heart is on your sleeve at work, because of what you're thinking about. I think you might do, like I said, some of you do spiritual work as your profession, but it looks like spirit might be telling you with regard to your work, it might not be a bad idea to do some spiritual work, because I did pull this card that said blocked. Who is it being blocked by? Who else would it be? Is this person that you know, or it's a snake in the grass that you're going to find out about? Chances are, like I said, I think you know who this person is. Person, it could be people. Some of you could possibly be thinking about your education. You could be making some plans as it pertains to that. But when it comes to a job that you hold now, it seems like it's starting to feel like you're outgrowing this. And it looks like you're looking for advancement. You're looking for an opportunity to accelerate your career. Was it a channel message? I believe accelerated was a channel message. Around this time, it seems like money might be a little bit slow. Some of you business owners, maybe something might have, we talked about that. There's been some difficulty that you've been pushing through. And let's run it back. I was telling you, patience. Patience is what turns the situation around. Or spirit guides are saying, patience. You're getting to the tail end of a situation. Something is getting ready to come to completion. This difficult time that you've been dealing with, because it seems like, yeah, you like, how much more patient can I be, Ascensions? I've been patient. I've been waiting for my situation to turn around. It's about to. Spirit guides are saying, it's coming in, Gemini. They're saying the things that have been difficult for you are now going to become easier for you to manage. And it now puts you in the driver's seat to be able to repair the damage that's been done. Because it seems like something has been keeping you still for a moment. What's been keeping you still? Possibly yourself. Maybe you're having this internal conflict about things. Maybe you're not sure what decision to make or which direction to go in. Hope you're not having conflict with someone on the job, because that's very possible that someone could possibly be a bit of a nuisance, and maybe they're trying to cross the line with you, trying to bait you in. What would be the reasoning? Somebody's a hater. So it seems like spirit guides are saying, Gemini, you might want to think twice about getting sucked into this, because it's merely a distraction. Somebody is paying way too much attention to you, to the point that you've become their focus. And I'm trying to figure out why. Why is this person so fixated on you? But if they're full of drama, then maybe that's simply the answer. Somebody doesn't, I'm like, aren't they at work? Don't they have work to do? You might be questioning that too. Like, don't you have work to do? Why are you fixated? Why are you looking over here with that goofy expression? Especially when you go live, Gemini. Why is someone jealous of you? Your aura. Your aura radiates very brightly. And it seems like it's catching the attention of people, Gemini. Something that you say, something that you communicate, the way that you carry yourself, the way that you convey your words or your messages. Someone is very intrigued by this. Maybe there's something that you're praying for. And I think what you're praying for is clarity. I think this clarity comes through for you this week. Maybe people like your handwriting. Maybe you write for a living, or maybe this is a gift of yours. I think you might also have the gift of prophecy. Just my feeling, Gemini. Maybe you read tarot. Just my feeling about it. Yeah, maybe, like I said, people are coming to you. They're drawn to you because you, like I said, you do something spiritual. You do spiritual work professionally. But what I do feel is that there's something that you might need to break off of you, Gemini or cross watcher, is this negative energy. Because it does look like someone has crossed you. And what I mean by this is through magic. Like this is somebody that has jinxed you, tried to block something for you. Why? Because there's something that you do with excellence. It seems like whatever you do when it comes to your job, you take it seriously. You're getting noticed. And someone's very uncomfortable about that. It seems like people are coming to you for advice, for help. So maybe you could possibly be in an upper position at work, or this is some upward mobility. The higher ups at work are taking notice of what it is that you do. And maybe there's a promotion that's coming up for you. And maybe there's someone that's trying to block it. You're very motivational to people. You're an inspiration in some sort of way, or you have the potential to be that. But it seems like it might be, since we're talking about conflict, this might be you kind of talking yourself out of that. Because maybe there's some question marks that you have. Maybe you're underestimating a particular gift that you have, Gemini, or an aspiration that you have, when Spirit is definitely opening a door wide for you and inviting you to explore something different. For some of you, that's the case. For some of you, yeah, this drama queen, I'm going to say this might be a homewrecker, okay? Because this does say seduction, deceit, a broken promise. So this is definitely someone coming in, we talked about it, a distraction in your relationship. So we talked about your money. We briefly talked about we kind of talked about your living situation. I was saying something might be going on with your landlord. And it could be due to a job loss or something, a slowdown with your money, with your paychecks. Maybe there's been a pay cut. Maybe you're a teacher. Maybe you teach by profession. Maybe that's something that you do. Whether it's in the traditional sense of a teacher or this is something different, but still along the same lines. The point is, something happened with your money. And around this time, you might feel like it's difficult to keep control of your finances. I did say that you're able to gather together what it is that you need to get something taken care of, to get something paid. I do. I think so. But since I was telling you that you might be distracted at work, it could be your attention to detail this week that's going to make the difference. It seems that something could possibly fall by the wayside. Maybe something's getting deleted. Maybe random side note. Maybe you dropped your phone. Maybe this is the reason that you haven't heard from somebody in a minute. Maybe their phone is damaged and they can't call you. Possibly. Somebody deleted somebody's number. Maybe by accident. Grilling something. Gemini. Let's see. What else is going on for the zodiac sign of Gemini for the next 7 days? You must be an influencer. You must be. You might be getting some laundry done, Gemini. And I can't help but to notice it seems like you're very distracted. Possibly by social media. Or maybe by something that you see posted. Maybe there's somebody that, since we got this card that said hunt, maybe there's somebody that you're hunting down. And maybe it's not something creepy like that. Maybe it's your favorite, I don't know, influencer. Not sure. Maybe eating a lot of cereal, Gemini. When it comes to a co-parenting situation or just parenting in general, it seems like maybe this is where you might have hit a wall. Maybe this is where there's some struggles. When it comes to kids, maybe this is your kids maybe feeling a bit distracted by social media. Maybe it's not you. Maybe it's your kids. Doing some shopping, Gemini. I want to pick up some toilet paper while you're at the store. I say this is a co-parenting situation. Perhaps it is, but maybe this is not a co-parenting situation. Maybe we're talking about a reparenting situation. Maybe we're talking about you. Maybe we're talking about your childhood and trauma. So maybe what I'm seeing here, this whole thing about there being a third party situation and someone coming in to cause problems for a relationship, maybe this isn't you. Maybe this was something that you saw in your upbringing. Maybe this is your parents. Chances are the cycle is repeating with you. Thing is, like I did say, you are possibly going within to make some changes within self. Because it seems that something is blocking you in some sort of way. And Spirit is calling you to focus on your healing at this moment. Because it looks like there's something that's coming up, Gemini or cross watcher, that triggers abandonment issues for you. If it's not for you, it may be for a child. Maybe you're a counselor, or you're very noble, you're in a noble, compassionate profession, is what I'm trying to say. So, in some capacity, this is what happened with your dad. Maybe some of you had a close bond with your father. Some of this is daddy issues. So maybe you're like, nope, I'm not talking to my dad anymore. That sort of thing. Maybe this is your baby's dad. Maybe some of you, your father was in the system. Maybe your father was locked up. I'm not sure. This is possibly somebody who's returning, since I was telling you. Someone returning. And maybe they're not returning in the flesh, but maybe this has something to do with, again, resurfacing of emotions from the past. And maybe this is you. This was the lesson. It's forgiveness and grace. Learning to forgive. Even if this is forgiving yourself in some sort of way, Gemini. But I think through forgiveness, this is possibly how you might be resolving something within yourself, Gemini. Because it seems like something has been affecting your self-esteem. This legal situation we're talking about. Someone could possibly be in jail. Someone could possibly be being released on bond. You always have these negative thoughts. Because it seems like these negative thoughts are making like shackling you down. There's something that you started, Gemini. Maybe you didn't finish it. Maybe for some of you it's school or it's a project or whatever. It feels like you're returning to this. You're going back to this. This is something that you might describe as creative. It could be writing. Something that you do that brings you a lot of joy. Some of you, maybe there's communication from your siblings that could be coming through. There could be some short distance traveling coming up for you. But yeah, Spirit is telling you, they're encouraging you to do something that makes you feel good, something that expands your mind. And it might have something to do with a humanitarian cause. Gemini. Spirit guides. Anything else I might be missing for Gemini that I haven't gone over? You cast a spell with your existence. I didn't say that somebody does spell casting, but maybe, like I said, people are mesmerized by you. Magic flows brightly and radiantly within you. There's something about you that, like I said, Gemini or Crosswatcher, that people are very drawn in by. Okay. Or this is the reason for the envy. And of course, Gemini could be the envious one. Spirit guide said the time is right. Well, it's something that maybe you've been hoping for, or you have an aspiration to go after. And maybe right now the time is right. So spirit guides are saying, seize the day. It seems like this is definitely the week to make progress on something that means a lot to you. Follow the path of your soul. Do not allow anyone or anything to stop you. We talked about that. And here's the confirmation. Someone is trying to stop you. Trying to stop something that you're doing, trying to throw things off for you. It's a relationship, it's your work, it's definitely your purpose. Someone's trying to do so, but trying to act like they're not, but they are. Whatever this is that you're confused about, you're like puzzled by something, whatever this happens to be, you're coming out of this for the next 7 days. I think what you're puzzled about is your stability, your financial security. Because it looks like something, or it's an emotional trigger for some of you. Like maybe you're trying to figure that out. Maybe it's all of the above. It just seems like there's a lot kind of flowing through your mind this week. As usual, Gemini, it seems like you're a very pensive sign. You usually have a lot on your mind. And maybe you don't really know how to compartmentalize your thoughts. You always, of course, yeah, I always ask this question. I'm like, do you always have this much anxiety? Usually. Yeah, you want job security. Maybe some of you could be putting up security cameras. Maybe you're not, maybe if you're having anxiety about the place that you live at or something that's going on maybe around your living situation. Spirit guides, anything else? What is the advice for the Gemini nation for the next 7 days? It's still a lie, right? Computer died. The issue is, okay. Advice for the Gemini nation for the next 7 days. Feel called to go to the ocean, Gemini? Maybe it's not a bad idea to do a cleanse. A saltwater cleanse. Maybe it's time. Your guides are telling me to tell you, Gemini, in the form of the advice, is they want you to take some small steps. They want you to celebrate the little things. Not just the big victories in your life, but the little, small, everyday little triumphs. They're telling you acknowledge these things, tip your hat to these things. Spirit's definitely working. And this is how you're going to see that. For some reason, I feel like you sing. But this is your spirit guides telling you be free. Free yourself when it comes to your creativity. Don't lock yourself in, or don't, they're pretty much telling you to make time for something that you enjoy doing. Maybe they want you to sing a song. Maybe they do. Maybe this is what's going to help free your mind of it and take your mind off of the things that you're feeling confused about. But your guides are telling you to go for what it is you truly want. They're letting you know that you've got some changes that are coming in. Some mold. Random side note, maybe there's some mold in your house or around you somewhere. I don't know. But yeah, you sing, you dance. It seems like you're a performer. Again, it seems like you're going back to this, or you have an aspiration to do this. Your guides are telling you to surrender, okay? Because they want you to surrender to the ebb and flow of things that are happening this week. There's going to be some changes. There's going to be some ups and downs. Your guides are saying that you're very resilient, Gemini. They want you to roll with ups and downs. Random side note, you got an ancestor that's in the background of your situation. We're talking about an angel from the afterlife, someone that passed. Perhaps this is a grandparent of yours. There's definitely an ancestor in your reading that's helping you to navigate life's journey for you. You'll be making some plans. While you're making these plans, Gemini, your guys are telling you be meticulous. Take your time with these plans. You're going to be doing some plotting, some planning. They want you to take your time. They want you to be very strategic. So again, something might require some research on your part, Gemini, a cross watcher. Something's definitely distracting you when you're working. Okay, but I think you really have the ability to multitask, and you might be pulling that out of your head this week. Is that ability to multitask? Yeah. So yeah, some new paths are going to be unveiled for you. You're going to be getting some foresight this week. Gemini, I don't know, do you feel like you hit rock bottom? Maybe you feel like you did, or maybe there's someone in your energy that did. Either way, it feels like whatever your destiny is that you were sent here to fulfill, you might feel that something has caused you to deviate from that path. And your spirit guides are saying, don't allow anything or anyone to stop you, not even yourself. Something about your destiny is you're going to be getting confirmation about what this is. And especially if this is you maybe feeling like you're ready to give up on this path that God has set you on, you're going to be realigned. Or like I said, if it's just that you don't know, because there's just been so many distractions along this path, Spirit is definitely bringing this to your awareness. They're confirming it to you. You're remembering it all of a sudden about your gifts, about why you've been going through this training for this gift, basically. Spirit guides are calling you. They're telling you, Gemini, it's time to step up when it comes to this gift of yours. Spirit, the advice for the Gemini nation for the next 7 days. Letting go. Everything is indeed out of control, and God will hold it all. I can safely let go. The advice is to let go. You guys are saying, you're safe, Gemini. You can let go. You can take your hands off the steering. Not literally, not you're literally taking your hands off the steering wheel. Spiritually. Whatever this is that you have anxiety about. Spirit guys say, let go. We got it. It's your spirit saying this. They're saying detach from the outcome. With detachment, you finally feel whole inside, with or without fulfillment of a particular desire. Ironically, that's often when it's fulfilled. So spirit guides are saying yes. Once you detach, once you truly, not partially, but fully and truly let go and detach, this is when spirit can work. And spirit is coming in like a flood when it comes to this abundance this week. Something that's playing out, or like I said, it's about your path. And maybe it's not an either or thing. It may be all of the above. And don't worry about the shady characters in the background. They're not do what they're going to do. You guys are saying don't worry about it. Oh. They're going to reap what they sown. With that, Gemini Nation and Cross Watchers, this concludes your 7-day forecast with Angelic Ascensions. If you'd like to get a personal with me, you can order it on my website, which happens to be angelicascensionstarot.com. Like the video, share it. Consider subscribing if you're not already a subscriber. And thank you, Gemini Nation and Cross Watchers, for tuning in. Have a blessed, beautiful, productive week. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out, Gemini Nation.